Joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors from north of the border, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Stanley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Logan. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate a count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Black Knights are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
2nd and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving. Touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Lofton. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Lofton, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Lofton, and he will have a Cowboys 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Up the middle they go. Lofton, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff up the middle. Lofton. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Up the middle they go. Lofton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Powering his way forward. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bknights offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he...
And he will go down. The Cowboys... They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Stanley, and he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stanley, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That is incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? This is caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there. A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll throw now on the final play. Well, this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete. So we've reached past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Manning. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Manning. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. Lofton, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. Lofton fighting through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Manning. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
Back to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Stanley. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2nd down in a yard. Up the middle they go. It's Stanley. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Stanley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They go play action here on 1st down. This is Hillman. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Arlington. Here's 2nd and 10. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards. And the Bknights answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they... Past the 30. And now here come the Cowboys. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Lofton. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Black Knights offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. This offense, drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now they'll change things around before the snap. 2nd and 5. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
1st down, Black Knights.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Logan. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. It's Stanley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Stanley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Black Knights look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now the Cowboys down by 11, a little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They're going to look to throw.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Here now, 2nd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers in your...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it up. And the Cowboys. Recovered. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. They'll look to throw. Eluding the... And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 1st down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.